Hi, Caleb with Brownells here, and today we're going to be going over what I keep inside of my range bag. So originally wasn't going to do this video, and before we get started I'll kind of give you some background as to why we're doing it. So we did one with Steve Alstrom, and I was recently going through the comments on that video, and the video did well, and you guys were asking, hey, do Caleb's range bag next. So my range bag's here, so I figured, why not go through my range bag. Alright, so let's just jump right into it. Now, I will say, you know, Steve was using a Brownells range bag. That's because he's a shield for Brownells. I'm kidding. Steve, if you're watching this, Steve's in Iowa at the time of this video is being filmed. He's in Germany. So if you're watching this, please don't kill me. But anywho, no, I'm kidding. Steve was using a Brownells range bag though. I'm using a Save Your Equipment range bag. I've not had it very long, but I have been using Save Your Equipment stuff for a pretty long time. I was using their stuff before we actually started carrying it, so I actually do like their stuff. So yeah, let's open up the main pocket. Or actually, let me close the main pocket. We're going to go over some of the external features of this bag. I know I'm zipping it back up. I'm teasing you with it now. So external features real quick, you have this really nice padded and removable shoulder strap, right? So if you're carrying a bunch of heavy stuff, or if you're just a weak body and you need extra padding, this bag's for you. And then on top you have this very nice MOLLE cut, or laser cut MOLLE with Velcro, so you can attach whatever you want to it. I was going to keep a first aid kit up here, but then I was like, I wanted to keep the top nice and flat so I can stack stuff on it. But if you want to mount stuff to it, there you go. I'm just going to keep rubbing it, because now I just rub it the whole time I'm talking about it. Anywho, don't mind me. And let's, on each side here, you have this nice, like, bag type material, so elastic stuff here. Got that on both sides. On the front, you have, like, your Save Your Equipment thing they put on all their bags here, the two lines of Velcro, and the rest of the features are inside. So let's go inside now. I feel like we're doing like an episode of MTV Cribs. Like, hey, you guys come on in and see outside of my house. We're gonna go inside my house. All right. First off, top pocket here has zipper, and the only thing I keep up here is some extra targets in case I forget targets. I have extra targets here. I have yet had to open these yet. Knock on wood, right? But there they are. And we'll just go from front to back in the main pocket. Tools are very important, especially for, you know, what I do, who I am, you know, all of that. So I have a Brownells Magna-Tip Set. That's super handy. And then I have a shot timer. Not really not technically a tool for training, so it's still a tool, alright? And then we have a Magpul DAKA case, and in this case I keep some Allen wrenches, a thing with some Torx bits, or torque wrenches there, and then this little pouch on the side I keep a bunch of punches in there. So it's just more tools. More tools. If you can avoid it, don't work on your gun at the range, but if you have to, it's really nice to be able to and have the capacity to do that. Hammer, alright? Can't use the punches without the hammer. And then probably the most important tool in this entire case, honestly. Some extra hair product, alright? I have some balm by Lox Company. That's what I use in my hair. And this is a brand new one, right? Hadn't had to bust this open yet. I've been moving prepared, but just in case, here it is. Alright. And that's one compartment there. And then another compartment. This is extra iPro. I don't keep my main iPro in here, but I do have extra in here. Just in case somebody else needs it. It's in a Wiley X case, so if somebody forgets their iPro and I hand them this, they're like, oh sweet, Wiley X's, and then it's like, no, it's just like some generic cheap iPro with the Brownells branded one that we sell at a really reasonable price. I just keep those in there. And then 2 extra sets of Earpro. These are not my main Earpro. And I say extra. The reason, alright, let me back up. The reason I have so much extra stuff, extra safety type stuff, and I like this whole side pocket here is full of disposable Earpro. So I'm like a volunteer assistant coach at our local shooting sports team. So I keep extra stuff in my range bag in case one of the kids forgets something. So there's a story behind that. Some D-wipes to these aren't for what you think they're for. Okay, get your mind out the gutters. These are lead wipes. These get lead off your hands. But yes, they are called D-wipes. All right, I'm gonna have trouble moving forward from this point. All right, so there are I keep two pistol pouches in here. This case actually comes with 3. I took one out just because I want the room in the case for other stuff, and if I bring more than 2 handguns to the range at once, I'm probably going to be using my dedicated Save Your Equipment pistol case. But yeah, so these are nice, soft padded on the inside. They'll protect your firearms from whatever you got going on. You could use one of these for tools too. You don't have to use it for a handgun. You can put whatever you want in these. And they also have these removable labels, which these labels you could just label what they are and then erase it if you want to. Alright, and that's it for the inside. I'll just take everything out of here. Let me pull all the stuff out so you can kind of see. So this case itself is nice and rigid. It's supported so it doesn't collapse. And this divider is Velcroed in, so you can move the divider to wherever you want it. And it's just a really, you got padded bottom, padded walls. Just a pretty nice setup there. Alright, so let's go to the front. What do I have in here? Alright, so I keep one of these bags in here. It's just a Save Your Equipment, like, zippable bag. And I don't keep anything in it. I keep this in here if I want to, like, put brass in it, or if there's like loose ammo that got spilled and I don't have the box, I can put it in here. This is for, whatever. And this holds pistol mags. You can put your pistol mags in there, and it is removable. If you want to store something else in the front, you can just pull that out and not have it in the way. Alright, so I'll zip this back up. Alright, and then we'll actually jump over to this side here. And in here, so I'll just say that my meds, like my primary area, like I carry a pistol belt. I'm usually wearing my pistol belt at the range pretty much anytime we go. And that's where my med kit is, and my primary tourniquet and all that stuff. But I do keep a backup here. This is a North American Rescue Kit. It has everything you need in it, and it is vacuum sealed. So I keep one of these in here just in case as my kind of like secondary source, or for whatever reason I'm not wearing my gun belt. I'm not short meds. I got them here. And this has pretty much everything you would need to treat minor and very serious injuries, so that's all I need there. And then on this side here, I keep empty, I think. Yes, I do. Well, I do have some Sharpies in there. So I have 2 small Sharpies and a big Sharpie because I have, you need to mark something, and you always let people use Sharpies and they never give them back to you, so carry extras. But the other thing I use this pocket for is just put ammo in. So rifle ammo, handgun ammo, whatever. I keep this empty so that I don't have to look for room to put ammo boxes in. Typically, if we're doing a lot of shooting, I'll bring an ammo can full of ammo. But if I'm going by myself or just doing some light shooting, I'll stick it in the case itself. Alright. And that is, I think we covered everything. That is, that's what I'm keeping in my range bag. So, this is, most of this stuff I kept in my old range bag before I switched to this one. Minus the D-wipes, I used to not carry these with me just because this container is huge, and I don't have any smaller containers of them, and I'm too cheap or too lazy to go buy a smaller container. But now that I have a larger range bag, I can actually carry these now. Alright, so that's what I'm keeping in my range bag. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them down below. Let me know what you're keeping in your range bag as well. We, believe it or not, we do go through and read most of the comments most of the time. Alright, and if you're watching this on the website, you have questions or whatever, feel free to give us a call on the tech line. We'll be happy to help you out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.